Okay, says we're live. Hopefully that is true. Hello, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy day before election, before talking heads talk all day long without knowing any results. Happy Monday. Anyway, I feel like I just knocked myself a little out of yeah. So right here is fine. Right here, I don't know. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. Fuzzy focus wise. Anyway. I'm hoping to get a decent amount written in the new draft. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers. I don't even know, if we're going by traditional National Novel Writing Month, 1667 times, and today is 4, so we should be reaching 6,668 today. I am not there. So if we're doing 30,000 words, would be 1,000 words per day, right? So today would only be 4,000 words, which I think I'm more in line with that at the moment. That's not to say that I can't have some really enormous numbers for certain days, but for today, we're just going to hope for 2,000. So that's where we are. Okay. Anyway, how are we doing? Also, the picture poll for today is all about your work in progress's genre. So what is your work in progress's genre? Here's our visual for that. And I have fantasy / sci-fi, kissing spicy romantic book, nonfiction / memoir type book, or a whodunit mystery or thriller book. Now, I wish that I could have all the genres, because I know we have some horror writers. I know we have some romantasy writers. I know we have just all kinds of different. I know we have some cozy mysteries, or lit RPGs, that kind of stuff. So I wish I could include all the genres, but we are sadly limited to 4 on YouTube. So also, I have my cute little red pandas in the pocket t-shirt type thing. So they are accompanying us today. May or may not be indicative of whether or not my story has a cute little animal critter as well. That's spoilers, so we can't discuss that. Stacy says, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. Welcome. Monique is here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Welcome. Okay, your story starts as romance and then goes into fantasy. Okay. Does the romance also come at the end as well? Question mark. Yeah, you can pick either one in that case. Either one. CB says, I can't answer the poll because the answer is fanfiction. I think fanfiction falls into other genres as well. It doesn't have to be its own separate genre. So I would say if you're doing the Harry Potter fanfic, it's fantasy. If you're doing the Avenger, I guess it's technically sci-fi, because you have aliens and stuff. So I think your answer would be fantasy sci-fi. Kara says, I'm currently working on 3 projects. One is a memoir / workbook. One is a contemporary romance novella. And the other is poetry, drabbles, and essays. Right, which the essays would be nonfiction. But yeah, I don't have a genre for poetry and shorts. So yeah, that's the struggle with only having 4 options. But yeah. Stace says, what kind of fan fiction? Fan fiction is just that you are using someone else's characters and or setting, not necessarily the kind of story, right? Yeah. Last few days have been very busy. Oh no. Hopefully you get some time to rest this week. I hope. Yeah, that was what I was texting Bestie this weekend. She'd already had delay plans to go out to like an orchard for apple picking, like fall activity stuff for her and baby. But anyway, so they rescheduled because baby had initially gotten sick the other time that they had planned it. They'd rescheduled. She went up and was at the market, looked around, and Bestie managed to drop a glass bottle, and it shattered, and she got a cut on her thumb. So she had to go over to the local urgent care, and the urgent care was like, oh, well, we need a soft tissue x-ray to make sure we've gotten all the bits out, and our x-ray machine is down, so you'll have to go elsewhere. And Bestie was like, can't you just like root around with a tweezer and like figure it out? And the doctor was like, nope. So she had to leave, and then she went to the urgent care place that was local to where her house is, and told the doctor there what the other orchard doctor had said. I'm just using orchard for like the location, so not actually the doctor in the orchard. Anyway, and so the doctor that was closer to her home was like, soft tissue x-ray? No, we don't do that for your thumb. No, come here. Like got tweezers, magnifying glass, rooted around, cleaned it out, glued it shut, taped her up. There you go. So now she's going to get, she's likely to get a bill from 2 different urgent cares because the first doctor didn't want to root around in her thumb. So, and then she had also booked a Christmas photo shoot for family portraits for Sunday, so the next day. And it was supposed to be an outdoor, like beautiful garden type thing. And then it was overcast. She's like, I can't win. So she was struggling this weekend. So you are not alone in feeling like the weekend has been kind of crazy. You had blood work done on Friday. Ooh, okay, hopefully that panel comes back good. Played the new Dragon Age game on Saturday and did some shopping on Sunday. Excellent. Excellent. So at least some of that was fun, right? CB says you're writing Marvel / Harry Potter. So yeah. No, so I think you would fit in both fantasy, sci-fi. So I think it would work. Cool Gamer says hi. Hello. Welcome. It's a very cute t-shirt. Thank you. I actually found it. I thrifted it. And so either somebody outgrew it or just decided that they didn't want to have cute cartoons in their wardrobe anymore, which I don't understand. So it became mine. Right now, your total word count for your summer rom-com is 5,512. Nice. So you could do the traditional nano count for today. Words. You usually make it your goal to write somewhere between 1,700 and 2,000 words a day when doing the first drafts in November. Yeah, and that's probably a good. I find that I struggle more. And I don't know if this is a thing that's just me or if y'all can relate to this, but I find that I struggle more when I say I have to get 1,667 words versus if I say I need to get 2,000 words. So like somehow the smaller number is more of a challenge. I don't know. I don't understand my brain and how that works. But yeah, so I struggle more when I try to get like just at the 1,700 mark versus if I try to get 2,000. So I don't know if anybody else experiences the same thing or not, but the story you finished on Sunday morning was a fan fiction, but it was in the romance genre. There you go. You don't know how the story is going to end. Okay. You're going to cap it with a nod to romance, but I don't know if the end is going to fall into the romance genre. Okay. Well, as long as it has a happy ending or a happy for now ending, I'm good. Because that is what I require. For my for my reading pleasures, I much prefer the happy endings or happy for now endings. So you chose fantasy because there's magic running through the whole story that you're picking back up. Gotcha. Makes sense. Before coming here, though, you were starting to work on a late Halloween fic for your Baldur's Gate 3 characters. Ooh, that can be fun. Story is original fiction. Excellent. Always fun as well. Rachel is here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you doing? And Pasqua says, hey guys, hello, welcome. You have to remember what you wrote last year because you've forgotten where you were, right? Yeah, you've got to reread to sort of get your brain back in. Did you say hi already? I don't know that you did, Jen, so hello, welcome. You think your brain's like a shoot for the moon, still get to the stars mindset. Yeah. Whereas like if you try to get the bare minimum, it feels like a struggle to get to the bare minimum somehow. You're about to hop into a beta read that you're handling the month. This month? Question mark. Sorry, my brain sometimes doesn't connect. But anyway, yes, you're going to read a beta read. Excellent. And do you, is this like an official beta read? So like you have forms to fill out, or is this a friend going like, read this and tell me what you think for the month? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, sorry, my brain, I didn't, again, I'm off of caffeine for the last 4 days, 3 or 4 days. And caffeine does something to my brain, that's for sure. So I just have herbal tea. It's very tasty. It's like a wild berry situation. I will say that it was this chat that helped me name an off-screen character last year. I just read her name. Yay! Yes, that's the one thing. Like, I love having y'all, and this is what I did it yesterday too. I was like, "What do you think about these names?" Just like handed y'all some names, got your opinions. So, yeah, it definitely helps because like I get stuck in a wheel in my brain, and I feel like there's a little hamster going around, and I can't get off of like a one-track situation. And so I'm like, what do you think about these? Like lay out options and hear other opinions. And so it's really nice. I love that about the chat in these streams. So you were hired for an in-depth beta read with a report on each chapter. Wow, that is in-depth. Heart with sparkles, no less. Excellent. Okay, so I do have the beginning of my November weekly spreads. So that is going. Got my meal tracking, or at least little short notes of that. And then the lovely mushrooms, potions, and windows. Love it. But yeah, so that needs to go off to the side because I should not be looking at that right now. We're doing other things. We are doing writing today. So I need a card. Mom Maggie is here. Hello. Hello, hello. Stream Hoppers United. Yes. Okay, I pulled the owl upside down. So we have "You see clearly now" as the main message, but it's in the inverse. It's number 43. Okay. Here is our owl with a lovely crown. Are you feeling overwhelmed and overpowered by all that you are sensing? Are you highly sensitive right now and in information overload, feeling too much and taking in too much stimuli? The antidote for overwhelm is to become grounded, to return to your safe nest so that wisdom can offer you clarity and guide you on managing the flow. Take a break to ground yourself in the reality of your everyday senses. Go for a walk in nature. Perhaps you can stop to lie on the ground or hug a tree, or just a small stroll down the street beneath the soothing sky so that you can regroup and clear your energy. Your wisdom and ability to make sense of all you feel and experience will return as the owl reminds you of your need to get clear. So there you go. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the things going on, senses, too much information, just too much in general, the owl says, take a break. The owl inverted is calling you out. Yeah. It is very easy to get wrapped up in so many things, especially with Nano event going on, like trying to handle the motivation and the time it requires to do Nano. Because I always feel like Nano, there's a lot of energy and hype, but that means that sometimes it also drains your energy faster. So you've got to manage that. Pull the 10 of Cups from your Buffy Tarot. I'm trying to remember, 10 of Staves or Wands is more of the overwhelm and overburden. So maybe you're safe with that. Becca says, hello, welcome. Becca's like, shoot, my genre is horror/true crime. Should I just click the mystery thriller? I think maybe well, if it's true crime, then it might fall under nonfiction. But I don't know. I would think you could do either one. Either the mystery thriller or the nonfiction, depending on how much of it is true crime. Doing the Wordvember 100 sprints instead of Nomo Nano. Gotcha. Yes. Yeah, there's many different. There's Kate Kavanaugh has the 100K for 100K Q4. Sarah Cannon and the Heart Breathings have the Rough Draft Challenge. I've just titled mine New Draft November, and then the Wordvember 100 sprints from Mom Maggie. Yes. You pulled the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so we're getting from all over the place today. You're going to do mystery thriller since you had to fictionalize a lot. Gotcha. Your genre is overcomer, but it has crime drama in it. And that's because the love interest is a sheriff/deputy or sheriff deputy. Deputy sheriff? Word order? I don't know. Anyway, whichever. Kagehime says hi. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. What is the next step? The next step is to pull up whatever we think we're going to be working on today. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my document and minimize that. All right, so then we need a timer. Present, share screen, 25-minute bird song. Okay, let's do this. So 1, save your document if you've already been working, or just because. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I just realized that my volume was down very far, so I could not really hear the wind chime, but there it was. It was the end of the sprinty sprint. I got 713 words, so that was a very good start. Yeah. Amy popped in. Hello. Snuck in about the 15-minute mark, if I remember correctly. And Kate said, good morning. Happy Monday. Here I thought it was Sunday since we spent the night at my parents'. Yours is a YA fantasy adventure story, and it's book 3. Exciting. Amy got some planning done and started a playlist for the work in progress. Nice. Do you also, so those of you who do playlists, do you also have a like visual mood board, like Pinterest or Canva or something like that, or physical? Ooh, Becca is on a roll. You wrote about 4 pages in your screenplay. Nice. Excellent. Yes, good. Very good. I'm expanding the shenanigans that my characters are going to run into. And again, I mentioned maybe a little cute critter, although it's not going to be a red panda. maybe a dog, maybe a cat. Who knows? We'll see. But I have the inspiration from my crocheted critters. And yeah, I think I'm going to have to put my hair all the way up so I can stop messing with it. This is the one thing about long hair. When I'm working, I'm just like, it must be all the way up. It must be all the way out of the way. Otherwise, I will continue to mess with it. So pardon me while I redo my hair again. Kate says 412, just doing a brainstorming session for that sprint, getting ideas out that I never really thought of. Nice. Some of them will be good. Some of them will be not useful, at least if it's the same as my brainstorming events. You do not have a mood board, but Sarah inspired me to try this one time. Try one this time. Gotcha. Yes. Yeah. You're on page 14 of the reread/edit. Nice. CB's having to use some nasal spray, then sneezed because of it. Yep. Rachel says hi to Maggie and Becca. Mom Maggie is ready to start formatting Anemones in the Wind. Nice. And also, Mom Maggie wants to know how Rachel is doing today. Has the cold weather reached you? It is currently 62, which is like a shock compared to like the 77 that we normally have. It's been overcast. We're expecting some rain Wednesday and Thursday of this week, I think. But yeah. Stace says, I love this line. And even if the timing was suspect, he could not be bothered to be bothered about how this might inconvenience his ex-wife. That's a nice line, and it is also definitely sort of like, it gives you a clue about the character, for sure, about how contentious the breakup was or their relationship was. So Becca says hi to Rachel. Rachel says it's nice. There's a breeze and it's in the 60s. Excellent. Yeah, North Carolina is expecting rain as well. Yeah. We haven't had rain in quite some time. I think we had more rain than we had, I think we had more wind than we had rain with Milton. We had a little bit of rain with Hurricane Helene, but since then, I don't think we've had any rain at all. So we are due for some rain. And they had issues long before the divorce. It's a line that comes from the father of one of your main characters. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another sprint going. Second sprint, as always, is the self-promo sprint, which means please do some self-promo. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, websites, blogs, social media handles, any of that kind of stuff that is writing adjacent, please make sure to tell us about it during the second sprint. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench, like Mom Maggie has or Rachel has, you will not be able to post direct links. You'll have to kind of tell us what your pseudonym or author name is. What's the title of your book? Can we find it on Amazon, Books and Noble, Barnes and Noble, Books a Million, that kind of stuff. So yeah. I guess my self-promo is, if you feel like it, you can subscribe to the channel. And the link in the description, I have links to my undated tarot journals, both 1-card pull and 3-card pull. They make great Christmas gifts. So that's my self-promo. Let's see. Though the father tries to, in the eyes of his kids, be neutral, the main character really does not like the mom, on the other hand. Really does not like her. Interesting. It's balmy for Minnesota in November. Usually we have snow already. Ooh. Well, I'm hoping that doesn't mean like lots and lots of snow later in the season. But also, hello and welcome. Stevie says, I modified a line from the Golden Girls about Ginny Weasley, but spoiler alert, she's not a Weasley. Gasp. Shocking. Oh, nope, wrong. There we go. Second spread. All right, let's do this. So we're going to do the 30-minute birdsong timer. Again, it's just quiet birdsong, so you can play your music over it if you desire. But let's do this. And don't forget to do your self-promo. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with and go ahead and take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is, if you need a break, take a break. But also don't forget to vote in the poll. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we finished the second sprint. Thank you very much, Mom Maggie, for the link parade to everybody's channels. But don't forget that if you have something to promote, please do so. If you have a website, hint, hint, Rachel, and Becca, if you have Amazon author pages, hint, hint, Becca and Mom Maggie, if you haven't already done so. And yeah. Social medias, I know Monique has it under Ms. Ocampo Writes. Ms. Ocampo Writes also has Sunnydale Sis and Sunnydale After Dark fan fiction account names. Anyway, I did get 1,000 words. I got 1,068 words. So I'm in the part of expanding that does not require me to parse my words and try and figure out clarity for like very specific things. So now I'm just like brain, paper, blah. I'm in that part. But yeah, so that's where we are. I did get more tea. So I finished off the first mug of, well, I mean, it's the size of 2 mugs, if we're being honest, or 2 cups. But so I finished off the first big mug of wild berry tea, herbal, just like fruit tea infusion type thing. I don't really know what you call them. So I went and got a second cup. And the kettle was still hot. So yay. Either it was still hot or somebody had reboiled. I'm not sure which, but I'm going to take it as a win either way. Here is Monique's channel. Here is CB's channel. Monique says, Saturday was All Souls Day, so I shared a picture of my home altar. I learned some things about my grandparents as well. Nice. Good. Here is Barbara's channel. Here is Rachel's channel. Here is Becca's channel. Here is Stacy's channel. Here is Amy's channel. Here is Kate's channel. Here is Kagehime's channel. Here is Jen Writes Romances channel. Well, Maggie, I don't think you shared your own. Maybe you did later. So I said thank you. Mom Maggie said you're welcome. Yay. Rachel also said thank you. Kate went for a walk and got another cup of coffee. You needed to get outside when the sun is shining. Yes. Yeah, I think some of the clouds have moved away, and Mom is currently out in the garden. So yeah. Laura is also live right now. Excellent. So stream hoppers, make sure you check out Laura's channel as well. It's getting cloudy for you, so you had to turn the lights on in your room. Okay, so my clouds went to you. Hey. Stacy's on page 17 of the reread/edit, and in what you have as chapter 5. Gotcha. Rachel got pulled away from the computer to make some oatmeal bars. Nice. What do you put in your oatmeal bars besides oatmeal? Do you have a go-to recipe? Is it like chocolate and oats, or chocolate covered oats, or honey and nuts? Do you put like the cherry cherry infused cranberries, that kind of stuff? That's what generally my oatmeal consists of. Oatmeal, the cherry cranberries, whatever you want to call them, brown sugar and butter. This is usually my go-to combo because I like a little bit of tart in there. So wild berry tea sounds good. It is very tasty. I got one of the like fruit sampler. Let me see if I can. Fruit tea sampler. I think it's from Celestial. think. Yes. You can get them on Amazon and whatnot as well, but so it's this box, and so the wild berry is the one that I am currently drinking. I think the raspberry is my favorite, and followed by the wild berry. The blueberry I did not really care for because it's got like that almost artificial blueberry taste that you get with making like Martha White blueberry muffins, and they've got like the weird chips instead of like actual dried blueberries. It tastes like that. The peach was very peachy, so if you're a peach fan, this would probably be very good for you. And the cherry tasted very much like the berry and the raspberry. So the red fruits are kind of close in flavor profile, but I like them. And then the blueberry was like Martha White blueberry, which like I don't mind a Martha White blueberry muffin every once in a while, but like I have to be in the mood for it. So there you go. There's my quick review of the fruit tea sampler. So here's Mom Maggie's author page for M.M. Ward on Amazon. Becca wrote another page. It's 11 pages so far this morning. Excellent, which has ended up being 2,100 words. You were on a major roll, Becca. That's amazing. Rachel has to go. Y'all have a good rest of your afternoon. Same to you. Here's the Bog Hag anthology link. Witches who wear others' skins and live their lives, speed dating a sparkly vampire, and many more. Here is the AuthorTube Presents Bog Hag anthology book. Monique says, I learned that my grandmother was the type to always speak her mind. She had no tact and actually used the word pendejo in a teasing way. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Or maybe hopefully not, depending on what's the brand. So it's the Celestial Seasonings tea. So might have to check it out. You do like blueberry tea and raspberry tea, so it sounds like a good fit. Yeah, and they come with like either 3 or 4 of each flavor. So there you go. And you can find the Celestial Seasonings in pretty much every grocery store. Of like Kroger has it, Publix has it, Walmart has it. So if you have one of those type of grocery stores, chances are pretty good that they have some Celestial Seasonings. We tend to wait for it to go on sale, though, so there is that. Also, the other thing I've been drinking from them recently, they have an apple cinnamon spice that tastes like a combination of apple cider and Red Hots. It's very cinnamony. I don't know how to. The cinnamon flavor profile is heavy. Apple cinnamon tea. This one. That one. This is very cinnamon heavy, in case you see this and it's on sale and you're like, maybe. It's very cinnamon heavy. So, and it's not a bad thing, but just like if you like cinnamon and you like apple cider and wish your apple cider was more cinnamony, then go for it. So now you know where you get your attitude from your grandmother. Nice. Okay, thank you. Here's Mom Maggie's channel link. Yay. You won't have any time to write tomorrow because of something you're doing and then support, so you decided to write tomorrow's words tonight. Good plan. Your oatmeal usually consists of plain oatmeal, almond milk, raisins, milk, and white chocolate chips and peanut butter chips. Ooh, nice. You wrote it down. Since you have to go to the store in about an hour and a half, you're going to see if they have it. Carmen broke her glasses last night. Oh, no. So you've got to get them fixed. Think you should hit your word count goal in the next sprint, and it's raining. Excellent. Your favorite fruit tea is cranberry apple by Bigelow. I'll have to try that because I do like the constant comment from Bigelow is a constant in our house. We have both regular and decaf in case we want to drink it at any point in the day. So I'll have to try the cranberry apple. It's the tea that got you into teas when you were 12, and the camp we were at ran out of hot chocolate in November. Oh, goodness. I will have to try the cranberry apple then. Okay, let's do another sprinty sprint. And I think we're just going to do the same timer again, the 30-minute bird song. So this will take us just a wee bit past the hour. So if you have to go, remember to say bye. And then also, please help me remember to do the poll after this. Okay, so 1, save your document. Save all of our wonderful progress. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. And let me see if this is cool enough to drink now. Nope, it's not. Oh, so drink for me. 3 is to straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4 is make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I got 487 additional words, which brings my total up to 2,268 for today, which I think actually brings me back up to, yeah, so I've actually caught back up to where I should be, which is great. Yay. So yeah, so that's good. How'd you do? Let's see. Stacy mentioned that Karma got home really early today. Schedule is 3:40. Then it moved to 3:10, but then they arrived an additional 20 minutes early. Wow. So I was like, did they change the bus route or Karma's schedule or the school hours? Because that's a pretty significant change. They changed the route, hence the earlier time. If some kids don't go to school that day or don't ride the bus home, then they get here earlier, but that was ridiculously early. Yeah, agreed. Major word count goal. So yay, excellent. Go Monique. See, we got trapped in a Facebook rabbit hole. You actually still have 200 more words to go, but still 7,000 words total is a lot. Yes. That is a lot of words. You are going to copy some stuff from a previous draft to finish things off. You need to eat lunch now. Gotcha. Amy got 820. Nice. Excellent. Bye. Bye. You hate formatting. Yes. Okay, so we have two things. We have to end the poll, and then I also want to ask a question about like what critter would a yarn color? Like I have a skein or most of a skein of like a particular color, and I don't know what critter to make with it. So I will ask you after I do this. Okay, so today's picture poll is, what is your work in progress's genre? So I'm going to go ahead and end the poll. And so 40% of us are writing kissing, spicy, romantic books. 34% of us are writing fantasy or sci-fi books. 20% are writing whodunit mystery thrillers. And 5% are writing nonfiction/memoirs. Next session is, what is your work in progress's main trope? And I did find a nice website called Kindlepreneur. Let me copy this so that y'all can find the website if you like. But it essentially goes through each of the, it has some other information and stats as well, but just like some of the tropes and for each genre. So for action adventure, here are some of the tropes. Like you would have a larger than life threat as maybe like one of the main tropes, or sort of double cross, bad guys who can't aim, chosen one type thing. Children's books tropes, contemporary fiction, fantasy. So there's the chosen one, things like that. So lots of trope options for historical fiction, for horror, for literary fiction, for mysteries, romance, of course, sci-fi. So there's a lot of things, a lot of good things to go through in here, but I also just want to know, because next session we have the, what is your work in progress's main trope? So if you have a main trope, what would it be? I don't know how we're going to fit all of those main trope options into 4 poll options. Are not going to. It might be like a short answer type thing. Anyway, still no writing for you during Nano. Work has decided it wants to kill you before you go away for the weekend. Oh no. Oh no. That's sad. But do you at least have coffee? That is the main question. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera off for a second and go get the skein of yarn in question. So I just used like a tiny bit of this. Oops, that's going to fall out the back. So I used the tiniest of bits for the cat's inner ear, but it's like it says it's aubergine. Yeah, it says it's aubergine, but it's very sort of like a gray purple. It looks very gray brown on here, but there's the white next to it. So it's a very, I don't know, heather gray type of thing. Maybe. But anyway, so I don't know what kind of critter to make out of this. So you saw the dog and cat took almost a skein of yarn, but like I don't know what to make with purpley gray. Like, do I make a hippo? Do I make a bear? Do I make a bunny? What do I make with it? A seal or a mouse or an owl? Maybe the seal would be a good color for that, but I don't know. We're on page 20, which starts chapter 6 in the middle of the page. Nice. Is my writer is crazy trope? Sure, might as well. You do have coffee, thank goodness. Yay! Writers going crazy could be a trope for sure. Yep. The romance angle of your story is fake dating. You don't know what trope your fantasy is. You have to think about that. Yeah. Mouse or owl or seal. You were going to say mouse, but you like the idea of an owl. Nice. Okay, so maybe I can figure out how. I have a little bit left, a little bit of the cream and the black. So maybe I could make speckles on its chest or something. Your trope is people find out kid has strange power. Gotcha. But is the kid your main protagonist? If so, does that make the kid the chosen one? Question mark. Or I guess like academy, magic academy, if you have like an academy setting type thing, or that kind of doings. Anyway, thank you for the ideas for the crochet critter for the aubergine color. And also thanks for all your responses to the poll and for sprinting with me today. So thank you very much. I will hope to see you all on Wednesday. If I don't see you then, maybe I'll see you Friday. But yeah, so don't forget to save your work. I'm going to save mine one more time. Okay. And don't forget to sip and stretch and all the good things. All the good things. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.